Good morning, children. Hope everyone is fine. Today, in this biology class, we are going to start a new chapter, that is, chapter 17, Forests Our Lifeline. Hope you all know how a forest will be. When hearing a word about forest, what will come to your mind? Forest means a pleasant place with lot of trees. Is it not? It will be looking green with the tall trees and all, and wildlife will be there. So only these points will come to your mind. Apart from this, do you remember any other scenery or anything different for you comes to your mind? So, forest, as you think, it is always green with tall trees and wildlife and all. So, in general, everyone of us will know about forest only this point, is it not? And forest is a large uncultivated piece of land. What is a forest? Forest is a large uncultivated piece of land. So, whether it is a garden or a field where crops are grown, everything we are only growing that. We are cultivating that. We take steps to grow that. But forests are large uncultivated. We are not taking any steps to grow forest. It is a natural resource. Naturally it is grown. We humans are not cultivating forests. So forests are large uncultivated piece of land. Not a small area. Forest is a very large place. And in that, as you know, tall trees are also there. Not only tall trees, lot and lot of multicellular and also unicellular organisms, from herbs to tall trees. So many water bodies like waterfalls, water bodies, birds, everything, all living creatures, from microorganism to multicellular organisms, or tall trees are there. So, what is a forest? Forest is an uncultivated, very large uncultivated piece of land. That means we are not cultivating forest. We are not taking any steps to develop forest. It is a natural resource where we could see many living organisms. And these forests, they provide home to many living organisms, whether it is a big organism or small. It provides home, shelter for all the living creatures, and wide variety of plants and animals are seen. Also, due to different climatic conditions, the types of forests are there. All the forests on this earth are of not same kind. It differs. in what are all trees present there, what are all animals present there, they differ from forest to forest. In all the places they will not be alike. Different animals and different plant species will be there in different types of forest. All these are because of the different climatic conditions. Due to different climatic, on the earth, the climate differs from place to place. It is not same. According to the temperature, the earth is divided into different zones. I hope you all know well about this. So according to the climatic conditions, due to the variations in the climatic conditions, the living creatures or animals or plants present in forests are different. They are not same in all the places. So according to the climatic conditions, the species differs. So next one, animals and their habitat. The next topic is animals and their habitats. So habitat means what? The living place. Animals and their habitat. Habitat means the living place where the organisms or the animals live. So this habitat, according to the living habitat of the animals, it differs. For example, wild animals, that is big wild animals, bigger animals, big wild animals, they will be seen in deeper forest, deeper area of the forest. That means deeper area means you should not think under the earth like that. That means deep into the forest. The forest is a densely covered area. That means many number of trees will be present. They will be grown very closer to each other. Sometimes even the sunlight cannot reach the forest floor. The sunlight cannot penetrate the forest. The top layer will be covered with the trees and the sunlight cannot penetrate the forest. So in such areas and all, the sunlight will not be there. It will be dark. As the forest is densely covered, the sunlight will not be present there and the area will remain dark. So in the deep area, that is called as deep area, deep forest. So in such areas and all, big wild animals like elephants, bison, tiger, like that and all, it will be present. Bigger animals and all will be present in the deep area of the forest. Next, arboreal animals. Arboreal animals means what? Arboreal means living on the trees. Arboreal animals. That means those animals, some animals that live on the trees. For example, birds, all type of birds will be living on the trees. Then monkeys and all. Birds, monkeys and all. Where do they live? They live only on the trees. Always they will be seen on the trees. They will not come down. Very rarely they will come down. Because in that area, in the 7th chapter itself, we discussed about this. Arboreal animals, rarely they come down because they are able to get all the necessary things for what they live. That means the food items and all, the fruits, whatever they eat and all will be available on the trees itself. So they never come down. They will live there itself. They take their shelter on the trees itself. So such type of animals that live on the trees will never come down, and that animals are called as arboreal animals, that is living on the trees. Then some animals, they wriggle on the ground. They wriggle. Wriggle means what? Moving in a curved path. They will not go straight. They will change their direction. For example, snake. They will not move straight, is it not? Will they move in a straight line? No, they will move in a curved path. They will change their direction. So such animals are called reptiles. Even reptiles you may call. Reptiles, example snake, reptiles. That means earthworms, reptiles, worms. Not only earthworms, a lot of worms are there. Those and all will be wriggle on the ground, that is in the forest floor. So like this, different animals take different habitat inside the forest. Then in forest floor and all, not only that snake, reptiles and all, small insects, very small insects, that also will be living on the forest floor. So insects, that also will be living in the forest floor. So like this, the habitat also differs. Different animals have different habitats in the forest. Some they will wriggle on the forest floor, or they live in the forest floor itself. Some they will be living on the branches of the trees. That those animals that are living on the trees are called as arboreal animals. And big wild animals and all, they will be seen in the deeper areas of the forest. Rarely they will come out of the forest. Only in summer and all, in searching of the water alone, they will come out, or else they will be living inside the deep area of the forest. So like this, the animals will have different habitat inside the forest. All the things will not be living on the floor itself or only on the trees. Not like that. They will take different habitat of their life. Next, we shall see about the importance of forest. Importance of forest. The next topic what we are going to see is importance of forest. So, hope you all know about the forest and the products we get from there. From forest, we are getting various products, is it not? Not only that, apart from that, what and all the advantages we get. Why forests are important? Like that we shall see one by one. That is the called importance of forest. First thing, first point, they purify the air and controls pollution. Pollution control. So, the first and foremost importance of forest is purification of air. How they are able to? You all know that trees only provide oxygen for us. Already it is present in the atmosphere, but it will not be enough because of the increase in the population. The required quantity of oxygen also increases. So, how it could be balanced? Only the plants maintains the balance of the carbon dioxide and oxygen ratio in the atmosphere. Hope you all know about the photosynthesis process. What happens at the time? Plants take in carbon dioxide and give out oxygen. That oxygen only we are breathing in. Is it not? So for this, what is very important? Trees. So that trees are present in dense in the forest. So lot of trees produce more oxygen and it prevents the air pollution. It prevents the air pollution. They only purify the atmosphere. Is it not? They produce more oxygen and they take in more carbon dioxide and it clears the atmosphere and controls the pollution and make us easy to live without pollution. So that is the first and foremost importance of a forest. Next one, it regulates climate. The second point is they regulate climate. How? Regulate climate. That is, it brings rainfall. It brings rainfall. And the trees are very important for the rainfall. If more trees are cut, definitely, naturally, there will be a fall in the rainfall. So, the rainfall is also brought by the forest. Trees plays major role in bringing the rainfall. So, the climate is also maintained by the forest because they absorb the heat and maintains the temperature. They evaporate more water vapor and cools the atmosphere. So, like that, they play a major role in the climate regulation and helps in bringing more rainfall. Not only bringing a rainfall, if there is rain, the rainwater will be absorbed more by the forest and it will help in replenishing the groundwater. It helps in replenishing groundwater. That is, already there will be groundwater in the water table. That and all we discussed in the chapter 7 itself. What is water table and all. So, that water level will be maintained. How? The forest, the trees have the root. That root absorbs the water and it allows the water to penetrate into the soil, and that water will go and accumulate in the water table. So, this helps in enhancing the groundwater level. That is called replenishing groundwater. It helps in improving the water level under the ground. So that like this, the forest helps in bringing rainfall, regulating climate and also replenishing groundwater. And the root system prevents the erosion of the soil. Prevents soil erosion. As a result, what happens? Prevents soil erosion. As the water is absorbed under the soil with the help of the roots, it prevents soil erosion also. So, the fertility of the soil will also be maintained. Understand? Next one, the microorganisms present in the soil. And previously in the habitat only we saw that in the forest floor microorganisms, reptiles, everything will be present. Not only that, birds and all, whatever that arboreal animals, their waste also will be buried in the soil, and this helps in the enrichment of the nutrients in the soil. Enrich the nutrients of soil. So, the nutrients will be maintained. Enrich the nutrients. And it helps the plants to grow well. Okay, next one. It provides habitat to different animals. That points also we discussed. Next one. It provides many useful products. Provides many useful products. What are they? For example, honey, mainly wood or timber, honey, wood or timber, then resins, mainly medicinal herbs. They provide many medicinal herbs from which we produce many medicines. Is it not? And by using these valuable products, it helps in the life of the tribal people. It helps tribal peoples to get regular income. Help tribal people to get regular income by selling these products. By selling these products, the tribal peoples, who are all the tribal peoples? Those who are living in the forest region. So in the lower surface of the forest, people will be living there. How they will earn money to lead their life? From the products what they get from the forest, they sell that and they will earn money. So these forests help the tribal people to lead their life without any difficulties. So it helps the human beings earnings also. Not only that, trees also act as a sound absorber. From this, they prevent the noise pollution. They not only prevent air pollution but also noise pollution, because trees act as sound absorber. So many forests, they are converted into recreational parks. Also, they act as camping sites. They act as camping sites. That means, if you are in the NSS or NCC and all, they will be taking a small trip to forest area and all. So there you will stay for 2 or 3 days and you will go for trekking and all. You will be taught how to lead your life in the forest areas or mountain regions and all. So like that, they act as a camping sites. Camping means what? Staying for few days. And some forests are converted into recreational parks also. So like this, forest plays an important role in our life. In what ways? In purifying the air, that is controlling air pollution, regulating climate by bringing more rainfall, and also replenishing groundwater, prevents soil erosion and also prevents flood, enrich the nutrients in the soil. Useful products, they provide useful products such as honey, wood, resins. Not only this, medicinal herbs, lot of products we get from the forest. Helps tribal people in improving their income to lead their life. And it acts, trees acts as sound absorber also. And they are acting as campsites also. So these are the importance of forests. So next to the importance of forest, we discussed 3 topics, and the next one is the types of plants and trees. So based on the lifespan, what is the lifespan? The period, up to what period they live, the trees and plants, duration of the lifetime. You know that the herbs, their lifespan will be short, either in month-wise or for up to 1 year only they will live, herbs and all. Shrubs for 2 years, or a few years, that's all, 2 to 3 years, that's all, shrubs lifespan. But trees and all, they will live for many years. So based on the lifespan of the plants and trees, they are classified into annuals, biennials and perennials. What is that annuals? As I said, that live for 1 year. Their duration of life will come to an end within 1 year. So such type of plants which live for 1 year are called annuals. Example, grasses, herbs and all. Small herbs, then grasses. Grass also comes under herbs only. Tall grass and all there. So such type of plants which live for 1 year are called annuals. Next, biennials. That means the plants or the shrubs which live for 2 years. Some more long they may live, but up to 2 years means generally they are called as shrubs. Biennials. Shrubs are the examples. Next one, perennials. So the trees or the plants which live for many years. Their lifespan will be more. For more years they will live. Example, trees. So based on the lifespan, the plants are classified into 3 types, that is annuals, biennials and perennials. Annual means that live for 1 year, example herbs and all. Biennial means which live up to 2 years, example shrubs. Next, perennials means which live for more years. For many years they will live, for example trees. Understand? So next one, layers in the forest. So this is about the types of plants. Next topic we are going to see about layers. So layers of forest. Layers means there are different types of trees found in the forest. So this can be vary in their size, height. Is it not? All the trees will not be of same size and height. They differ in their size and height. So according to their size and height, the layers of the forest will be formed. Some may be so tall, some may be medium in size, some may be short. So like this, that is, some trees may be of this much height and some shrubs may be like this. Like this it may be growing only up to this height. Then herbs and all will be forming like this, and many climbers and all will be also growing like this on these trees and all like this. So like this, the layers, they differ. So according to the size and height of the plants, the layers will be formed in the forest. Understand? So like this only there are different layers in the forest. In that, first we are going to see the crown. the layer called crown. Crown means what? The branchy part of the stem, above the stem. For example, if this is the stem part of a tree, above this only the trees will develop the branches. So, the branchy part above the stem is called as crown. If this is the stem of the tree, above the stem it will be branched, and this branchy part above the stem is called crown. Understand? And these crowns are of different types. These crowns are of different types, size, and they make several horizontal layers. For example, some trees may be of having conical shape like this. I think you know that Christmas tree and all, how it will be, like this. Is it not? They will be forming a cone shape. Some trees, it will be having this round shape, their crown portion. And some, it may not be much branched, and it may be having this shape like this. It may be growing taller, having small branches like this. Is it not? So like this, some trees, they may have irregular shape, having the branches like this. So like this also it may grow. So the crown shape differ from tree to tree. The crowns may not be of same size and height and all. It will vary in their size and also shape. Some may have the cone shape, some may have the round shape, some may have the irregular, some may grow taller. So you understand what is a crown? The branchy part of a tree above the stem. The branchy part of a tree above the stem is called crown. And this crown differ in their size and shape, and they are responsible for the formation of layers in the forest. Because of their different size and shape, they form different layers. Understand, children? And these crowns, they help in controlling that raindrops directly without falling on the ground or the forest floor. If this is the forest floor, the raindrops will not come directly to the forest floor. It will be stopped here itself. Their speed will be reduced. They slow down the raindrops. When the raindrops fall on this crown and all, slowly it will come down on the leaves, then on the branches, then they will reach the forest floor. So it reduces the speed of the raindrops. Understand? Next one. First we saw the top layer of the forest, that is called crown. The next one, understory. So, see, now if this is the forest layer and let this be the forest floor, is it not a floor of the forest? So below that crown, so this is the crown. This is the crown. So below the crown, these are the understory. Understory. That means the lower part of the forest under the crown region. They are called undergrowth or the understory. Lot of different types of shrubs, herbs, climbers and all, they will form this area. Okay, so the dried leaves also will fall on the ground. They are also come under the undergrowth or the understory. Mostly they will be shrubs and grasses. What will be seen? Shrubs and grasses in the understory. First we saw about crown in the layers, then second one understory. Next we shall see about the forest floor. Forest floor. Now in this understory, shrubs and grasses. Shrubs and grasses will be seen. Next one, in the forest floor, what we could see is mainly humus. What is this humus? See, in the forest and all, the dried leaves and all will wither off. Wither off means what? They will fall down. After getting dried, they will fall down. At that time, they will reach the forest floor. Not only that, the waste of the arboreal animals, that means the animals that live on the trees, birds or animals, whatever it is, their waste will be falling down, droppings of the birds. And the dried leaves, twigs and all, fruits, everything, they will settle down on the forest floor. And those will be decayed and decomposed by the microorganisms present in the forest floor. Lot of microorganisms will be there, and that and all, what they will do means they will feed on these dried, dead and decayed organisms, and they convert them into the humus. Already the forest floor will be wet because often rain will be there in the forest region and all, and they will not get dry soon because rarely the sunlight cannot reach the floor directly. They cannot reach the floor, so that wet portion will not get dried up. This wet condition of the forest floor makes the microorganisms to survive, and they feed on those dead and decayed organisms, then convert them into humus. So this humus will be dark in color, and this helps in the increasing enrichment of the nutrients. Enrichment of nutrients. This humus helps the forest to enrich their nutrients. So this humus helps to maintain the fertility of the soil. This humus will be dark and spongy because they are converted, the dead and decayed organisms are converted into a fertile soil. So it will be soft and spongy. This humus will be soft and spongy, dark colored and also soft and spongy in nature. During this conversion of this dead and decayed organism, some heat will be produced. So always that humus, some gas will be released. And this microorganisms only help the decaying of the dead and decayed organisms and to maintain the soil fertility. During this formation of the humus, some gas will be released, and so the humus will be always in warm condition because of the production of the heat. So hope you understand all these things. Not only this thing, heat is produced, that because of the seeds and also will be falling down from the trees, is it not? Many seeds will be produced, and those seeds, they will be able to reproduce, that means able to germinate into a new sapling because of this humus content in the forest floor. So in forest, which is the fertile area, means there's a forest floor is the fertile area because of the humus present in it. So hope you understand what is the humus. This humus converts the dead and decayed, not a humus. Humus is the conversion of the dead and decayed organisms into the fertile thing, and this humus is dark in color, soft and spongy, which helps in the enrichment of the nutrients in soil and helps the seeds also to germinate. Understand? So in today's class we discussed what is a forest. Uncultivated large piece of land, and in that how the animals live according to their habitat, arboreal, living in the forest floor, and some in the deeper areas and all. Then importance of forest, how the forest plays a major role in our life, how it helps in our day-to-day life. A lot of points we discussed. And in the types of plants and trees, what types of plants and trees will be seen. Then layers in the forest. In the types of plants, annuals, biennials and perennials, and in the layers we discussed about the crown, understory, and what are all seen in the forest floor. So in this class we discussed all these points, and the remaining points we will discuss in the next class. Thank you, children.